It has been confirmed that these are the human remains of Kada Scott, and that has been confirmed by DNA.
Cartersville Police Department was alerted by the family of Mr. Cagle that he was streaming on social media, that he was headed to the airport, in their words, to shoot it up. And the family stated that he was in possession of an assault rifle.
The desperate search for Kada Scott now entering a third week. Police say the 23-year-old healthcare worker vanished mid-shift while working at this assisted living facility in Philadelphia. Authorities arresting this man, Keon King, in connection to her disappearance.
As of last night, our office approved charges, as the DA just said, of arson, causing catastrophe, conspiracy, unauthorized use of an automobile, tampering with evidence, recklessly endangering another person, and receipt of stolen property. Those charges are in reference to the burning of a vehicle. Investigators received a tip that there was a vehicle burning and that that vehicle had some connection to this case. At the time last week, when investigators went to the location where the vehicle was burned, that vehicle was no longer there. It had already been towed, compacted, and was in a junkyard. This vehicle, we believe, is the vehicle that Mr. Keon King used to move Ms. Scott. We recovered video out from near the Ada Lewis Middle School, where our search and the investigator search has been focused. There's a rec center directly next to that school. Video evidence was recovered from that rec center, and we are now able to say that this Hyundai Accent was on location at all of the times we're looking at all of the pertinent points in the investigation. We believe that vehicle is the vehicle that was used in this case. That vehicle was then on scene at that rec center, which ultimately, as we all know, is where we found Ms. Scott's human remains. Video evidence indicates it was on location. Video evidence then indicates it leaves the location. It is burned on October 7th. The cell phone evidence, the call detail records, and timing advance data as it pertains to Keon King's mobile device puts him at all of the locations that we're talking about.
We have taken in custody and have under arrest a Billy Cagle, age 49, resident of Cartersville, Georgia. At approximately 9:40 this morning, the Atlanta Police Department was alerted by the Cartersville Police Department of a potential threat at the airport. Cartersville Police Department was alerted by the family of Mr. Cagle that he was streaming on social media, that he was headed to the airport, in their words, to shoot it up. And the family stated that he was in possession of an assault rifle. He had arrived at the airport in a Chevy flatbed pickup that was part of the lookout provided to us by Cartersville PD. That vehicle was parked immediately outside. When we went to that vehicle, we found inside a Springfield AR-15 assault rifle, a 5.56 St. Victor model with 27 rounds of ammunition.
A man who appeared to fake his own death and flee the United States to avoid arrest was just sentenced to at least 5 years in prison for rape. This was the first sentencing for Nicholas Rossi, who was convicted in 2 different Utah rape cases just this year. The judge today called him a serial abuser of women and the very definition of a flight risk. That's because Nicholas Rossi was arrested over in Scotland when he was being treated for COVID-19, and he was extradited to the United States after a lengthy hearing.
Mr. Rossi, I sentence you to a term of no less than 5 years and up to life at the Utah State Correctional Facility.
And 6 people are dead following a mass shooting in Mississippi last night. Investigators in Leland say it happened in the downtown area following the end of a nearby high school football homecoming game. A total of 16 people were shot.
As a crowd gathered at the intersection of 4th and Main Streets to celebrate homecoming on Friday night, shots rang out shortly after midnight. At least 19 were shot, resulting in 6 deaths, and 2 of whom are still in critical condition. We've been able to identify and arrest 9 individuals responsible for this senseless crime.